Hello, everybody. How's it going? Guys, make sure you like the stream. Let me know how my audio is because we're going to get started very fast today. Very fast because I have a lot of videos to go over, reviewing a lot of nonsense, a lot of anti-Jewish and anti-Israeli nonsense that I want to go through with you guys today. And I want to get right to the point. So let me know how my audio is. Let me see people in the chat. Seed of Iblis is here. David is here. David from Finland. Oh, two people from Finland. Hello. Oh, Kurosh is here. Roy is here. Hey, Roy, I miss you. Where have you been? Where, Roy? Okay. Oh, we already got a super sticker, which is great because we're probably at some point are going to get demonetized. Let's keep an eye on that. Let me refresh this. See if you already, guys. It's already under 1 minute. Let's see. Okay, we're still good. We're still good. See. That Jewish guy in the live chat is saying, how many minutes until demonetized? Well, we made it. Okay, now we made it in the first 1 minute. We still have not been demonetized, so that's good. Let me refresh it one more time, see if the title will get us, because I want to see if the title. Okay, still good. And thank you for Romo guy who give us the super sticker, so that if we get demonetized, some of it is we're not going to lose all of it, so that's good. And also Gene is saying, Gene is not here apparently, because Gene said, I don't know if I would make it on the stream, but I already liked, and so should you. So should you. Wise words, guys. Everybody please like the stream right now and confirm in the live chat that you have liked it, because I need to see that you guys are liking the stream, because we need more people to watch the stream, because this is some important stuff that we're doing here. We're crushing anti-Jewish and anti-Israeli nonsense. This is like anti-Semitism crusher here. Like, I don't know, we have to come up with a cool name for what we're doing here. Cool. Okay, good. People are liking. I like seeing that. This is great. This is good. Thank you guys. Thank you. Oh, D is here. Oh, David's confirmed that liked. Okay, guys, let's just get started. I think we already did all the. Let me put myself here and then bring this video up. So okay. Before I start, let me bring the spreadsheet. So Dolly is not here today, but I have to tell you, Dolly is the person who goes and finds these videos for us, and she gives me explanation of what we're about to see. So that's good. So this is a video that on TikTok got 620,000 likes. I'm not saying 620,000 views, guys. 620,000 likes. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. Let me see if I could find that video and figure out how many views it got, if it got that many likes. So this is from TRT World, and I want to see how many views it got, because that is insane. How could a video like that? Yeah, that's from a long time ago, so I'm not going to be able to see the views. Holy crap. Oh, no, I see. 3 million views. This video got 3 million views, and the description Dolly gave us is American veteran is Hamas sympathizer. Holy crap. Let's see what she has to say. I have not seen this video. 3 million views, guys, on TikTok. That is insane.
We have technology that we can see exactly who's in these locations and buildings. So they're targeting and bombing homes, knowing who and how many children were actually inside. My name is Josephine Gilbo. I'm a 17-year Army veteran. I recently got out of the military last year. Having that background as an intelligence officer and understanding what defense actually is, I can see clearly that this is not self-defense. The civilian casualties is catastrophic. They're targeting homes filled with children. The elite that sit in Capitol Hill sit there and lie over and over and over. I just want to highlight one of the biggest awakenings that I think I've had the last few weeks coming here and lobbying with the senators and the congressmen is just how corrupt our government is. And that anyone that's in the military is simply just one chess piece that they use at their leisure for their own internal gain, to protect their own internal assets and money.
Okay, there's a lot of claims and not a lot of evidence or logical reasoning behind the claims. I don't understand how we got to the conclusions that she came about, but let's go through it one by one and figure out exactly where she fails to provide any arguments or evidence for her claims, right? So we don't want to just say like, "Yeah, you're wrong." Like we have to actually show where she is wrong. Okay, let's actually make a point, make a good point.
We have technology that we can see exactly who's in these locations and buildings. So they're
Do we? Okay, first of all, do we really like? We have the technology that you before you bomb a place, you could know exactly who's inside the buildings. I don't think we have that technology, guys. Am I missing some? By the way, it's like, guys, I see the super chats. I will respond to the super chats. Thank you for the support. But guys, I'm not a military expert, but given the amount of news that I consume, I think that we do not have that technology. I mean, that is insane. That's like we don't even have that in sci-fi, like let alone in actual real life technology. What is she talking about? She was in the military, and this is what she's saying. I'm not military expert, and I think I understand how military technology works more than her. Can somebody tell me that I'm wrong? I don't think that you could actually we are able to. Yeah, somebody say maybe super. Yeah, exactly. Maybe Superman can do that, but we don't have that yet. What what are you talking about? Holy crap. This is how insane you have to be anti-Israeli. And guys, this got 3 million views and 620,000 likes. 620,000 people listen to this like, yeah, oh yeah, we have that. We have the technology to know exactly who's in these buildings before we bomb it. And they're like, yeah, yeah, okay. I mean, we don't even make movies that claims that we have that technology unless they have Superman on their side. Yeah, that's insane. That is insane. Okay. Yeah, see, like exactly. They like, do they see through concrete? How do they do that? Like that's interesting. Israel has. Oh, I understand. Is it the uh, space lasers, or like is it like they're Jews? Obviously, like is that because is because they control the world, or do they have special powers? Is that what the claim is? I don't know what's happening here. Yeah, paranormal. Like I don't know. Maybe they have access to like do Jews have superpowers? I don't know. Let's go.
targeting and bombing homes, knowing who and how many children were actually inside. My name is.
They know exactly how many children are inside. Like that's very advanced technology. I did not know Israel has that. I didn't think even the United States even has that. That's impressive that you have that thing. Guys, you've been leaving us the rest of the world like, why are you not sharing? Is this like Wakanda, where you guys have like some, is that the name? Is that you have that technology that you're not sharing with the rest of the planet? Like how is it? How did Israel came up with, like, I know you guys are smart. I didn't know you're this smart that you have managed to be ahead of the rest of the world technology was. How, like, okay.
Is Josephine Gilbo. I'm a 17-year Army veteran. I recently got out of the military last year. Having that background as an intelligence officer and understanding what defense actually is, I can see clearly that this is not self-defense. The civilian casualties is catastrophic.
Okay, so lady, the civilian casualties being this high does not make it not a self-defense. Once your country is attacked, you need to respond. Okay, you need to respond, because the reason why this is self-defense is because when your country is attacked, if you don't respond strongly, you are showing to your enemies that you are weak, that you don't have enough deterrent capabilities. Especially given Hezbollah was waiting to see, and the Islamic Republic in Iran was also waiting to see how Israel responds to escalate or not escalate. It was very important for Israel to show its deterrent capabilities after October 7th, especially when it was being advertised around the world how weak Israel must have been for October 7th to be possible. It was very important for Israel to respond strong and respond big. Okay, it's called demonstrating your deterrent capability. So Yeah, no, this was the defense, because if you, as a government, it is your responsibility to show that when you're attacked, you could respond strong so that other people are not tempted to try the same. You have to show to other people what will happen if they attack your country. This is exactly what you're supposed to do as a way to do self-defense. Higher civilian casualties does not make it not a self-defense. High civilian casualties could have many reasons. Could be one of it could be that you're targeting civilians, but hey, here's an idea. It could also be not that. It could also be that you're trying everything that you possibly can to reduce civilian casualties, but your enemy is morally bankrupt and is using civilians as shields, and also because you're bombing an area where it's the second highest population, has the second highest population density on the goddamn planet. Those things make a difference. But we also know that Israel is a country that its army uses that more than any country, does more than any other country in the world to try to reduce civilian casualties. So the high civilian casualties is not Israel's responsibility. It's Hamas's responsibility. All right, let's go.
They're targeting homes filled with children. The elite.
Okay, they're not targeting homes filled with children. They're targeting Hamas in a place where the population density is high and half the population is children. Okay, if you're trying to not to get children's casualties to zero, that means that Israel cannot respond to any attacks. Do you understand that? Do you understand that given that Gaza is half children, right? And given the population density, and given that Hamas uses children as human shield, if you're asking for only a military response where no children die, that means that Israel should just let people attack it. Israel should just let people come and kill Jews with no response. That's what you're asking. I don't understand. Here's a question that none of you have ever answered. Have you guys, I haven't seen it. Maybe you have. Have you guys seen this? What should have Israel done? What should Israel have done after October 7th? Can somebody respond? Can any of these people who are saying that Israel is committing war crimes or a genocide or whatever, can any of these people tell us what should have Israel done after October 7th? Because so far, I haven't seen any answers from you guys. I think I know what the answer is. I think I know the only answer that satisfies you guys is for Jews to die, for Israel to just take it. That's your answer. Your silence just leaves that one answer. God damn it.
That sit in Capitol Hill, sit there and lie over and over and over. I just want to highlight one of the biggest awakenings that I think I've had the last few weeks coming here and lobbying with the senators and the congressmen is just how corrupt our government is. And that anyone that's in the military is simply just one chess piece that they use at their leisure for their own internal gain, to protect their own internal assets and money.
What internal gain? What money? They're protecting their own civilians. Okay, they got attacked, and they are responding as every government should. They're protecting their people. You freaking moron! They're protecting their own interests, their money. No, they're protecting their civilians. They're protecting Israeli citizens. Let me see. But let me actually see if we're still monetized. No, guys, we are not. I don't know at what point we lost our monetization, but we lost it. We have lost it. Let me request a review, which should get us the monetization back in a couple of days. At that point, all the views are gone. So that means that it's gone. It's gone. It's all gone. We have lost it. Yeah, exactly. People in the live chat, it's gone. But I have good news. Some people are trying to make it up by super chat. So thank you so much to Rory for the super chat, which helps us get some of this monetization back. Thank you. By the way, guys, at the end of the stream, if we have time, I'm gonna show something from Daniel Haqiqatjou, our favorite Davo idiot Islamic YouTube channel. I just can't believe how stupid these people are, because Daniel Haqiqatjou is supposed to be the best of these guys, right? It's supposed to be the most logical one. And I will show you what you get from the most logical Dawa guy out there to see. I mean, if this is the smartest, I don't know what to say about the rest. But anyways, let me read the super chat. Rory is saying, you guys are doing a great job exposing anti-Zionism. Also, will you be debating an anti-Zionist Muslim like Ali Dawa? I would love to. But here's the thing. They're scared of me because they have watched my videos and they're like, okay, this is a person that we will not be able to handle, because that's why they avoid me. And they come up with so many different excuses, but they have seen that they're not going to be able to defeat me in a debate, and that's why they avoid me. But go tell them that they're cowards for not talking to me. Any person that is anti-Zionist or pro-Islam, come talk to me. I know why you don't. A lot of them talk, sometimes show interest, and then they go watch my videos and they run away. And I know why. I don't blame them. They have nothing over me. But yeah, I'm open to debates with Muslims or anti-Israeli, anti-Zionist, anti-Jewish people. By the way, I am fully now convinced that anti-Israel is just anti-Jewish. It's anti-Jewish. It's so don't. People try to dance around it, but anti-Zionism, anti-Israel is just anti-Jewish. You're just a bunch of bigots. Anyways, let's see this other super. Oh, this is a super. Oh, super sticky shekels. Super sticky shekels. I have never received those before. Well, thank you, for the super sticky shekels. Thank you. Appreciate that. 6 super sticky shekels. Sticky. Why are they sticky? I don't know why, but okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. Sticky with what? I'm scared now. All right, but thank you. Zionists, we're Zionist funded here. Okay, so we have been accused by being funded by Zionists, and they are true. They're all true, and I'm proud of it. We're proud of it here. Anyways, let's go to the next video, and let me actually see which one do we want to review next. This one, I want to do the ones that got a lot of likes. Ooh, this one didn't get as much likes, but she's pretty, so I'm gonna do her. Let me see. Yes, so this one got 257,000 likes. Gee, that's a lot, but not as much as the other ones that I have. So let me just put her on screen and then remove this last one that I already did. Let me see the explanation for this one that Dolly just gave us. An influencer calling out for anti-Israel people to post more about genocide. And what is this TikTok account? This is number 15. Let me see, where's number 15? Okay. This is, what account is this? This account is IQRAAQ. A croc. How many views did this one get? Okay, almost 800,000 views. All right, let's see what she has to say. Let's just watch it all the way through.
Do you guys realize that they've actually managed to dehumanize the Palestinian people? Like, you see the chopped off limbs, you see the parents holding their dead children, and you see kids dying from starvation, and you just swipe away. Oh, just another day in Palestine. Just another genocide. Can't watch this anymore. That is so scary to see. I'm seeing less and less content, less and less people talking about Palestine and what's happening in Gaza. People are just swiping away. People don't care anymore. Like, people are just going back to their regular programming, like back to Sephora, back to Starbucks, back to McDonald's. Like, this is not okay. This should not be normal. Like, we should not be okay with seeing dead children. We should not be okay with seeing people's limbs chopped off. We should not be okay with bombs being thrown for no reason. And the last bit of land that they have left, they are just being bombed and killed. And Israel is just outright, bluntly saying that they're committing this genocide. And we are slowly normalized, and we're okay with it. This is so scary. Like, I'm working with HCI, and we have people that are actually stuck in Gaza, and they're helping these Palestinian people during Ramadan to help prepare food and prep meals and make sure that the food gets to them. Like the other day, I just saw a post where they're opening their fast with grass soup. Like I can't even imagine losing your parents, losing your children, still recovering from all the injuries, and some people that are still burnt, and opening your fast to grass. Like that is literally all they have left. So please, please, please keep them in your prayers. Please keep talking about them, share their stories, and please click the link in my bio so we can help get these meals and food and everything to them this Ramadan, because they need us the most right now, and this is Ramadan. Please, please, please keep them in your prayers.
Yeah, I like how much respect they want to show for the Islamic an Islamic event, Ramadan, while the attack on October 7th was also happened at a Jewish holiday. But here's the thing. Let me actually look at her account. I just want to see if she has. Hold on, guys. Help me out here, okay? Do you see? Let me actually reduce. I just want to, because she's talking about people not talking about Palestine, and that means that it's being normalized. I'm just looking to see if she's talking about Yemen at all. Oh, that's it. That's the end of it. So that should be easy to figure out. No, 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 Yemen. No. Okay. No. Okay. Okay. So based on her standards, so let's go back to her video, because she's talking about the idea of, people not talking about Palestine and just being okay with it. It's interesting because it was already normalized for you that people in Syria, apparently in Yemen, Muslims in Yemen have been suffering way more than Palestinians ever did. It's the greatest humanitarian crisis of our lifetime, and you guys never talked about it. I mean, we did for many years, but you guys never talked about it, and you guys seem to not talk about it now. I mean, do you know that Yemeni people are still going through the greatest humanitarian crisis of our lifetime, as more than what's happening right now in Gaza? I'm not saying what's happening in Gaza is not important and shouldn't be talked about. Obviously, they're suffering, and it's important to talk about that. But based on the standards that you have, and you think it's a tragedy that people are not talking about the situation in Gaza anymore, then you're a freaking hypocrite. Because before October 7th, you haven't been talking about Yemen. And all of this time, you're not talking about Yemen. And not before October 7th, not now. And I suspect that going forward, you're not also going to be talking about Yemen. So why is it that this specific humanitarian crisis is of interest to you, and you're calling out people not talking about it, but the other one is not as much interesting to you? Like, why is it so okay for you to be that being normal to you? You talk about people just going to Starbucks or McDonald's. I don't know why you eat garbage food all the time, but I'm suspecting that you're going out doing your normal life while the thing is in Yemen happening, and you're not talking about it. Guys, can you help me out here in the live chat? What do you think it's the difference is? Because there are a lot more suffering happening in the world as we speak that is not Gaza. Like, there are people suffering, people being killed, people being bombarded, people going through starvation all around the world, with situations much more dire than what we are witnessing right now in Gaza. But how come she's calling out people not talking about Gaza, while she herself is not talking about all of those things? What do you think the double standard here is? Why do you think one of these humanitarian crises needs attention and the other one all the other ones don't? What is the element? What is the thing that they do not have that this one has? Can you help me out here? Can you just put your finger in the live chat? Yeah, exactly. Somebody got it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the difference. Thank you. Thank you so much. Die. I don't know what that the rest of the thing is, but Jews. It's the Jews. The Jews. It's the Jews involved. It's the Jews involved. That's what makes a difference. Okay, when Muslims kill Muslims, when Arabs kill Arabs, when other people kill Muslims or Arabs, yeah, I mean, we could talk about it a little bit because Muslims being attacked, I mean, if it's somebody, if it's not Muslim, then we could talk about it a little bit. If it's Muslims doing it to Muslims, then we could ignore it. But if it's the Jews, oh, then we will be obsessed about it. Of course, we will be obsessed about it. So there you go. That is the Jews. I mean, I've been looking at this for a very long time right now. Okay, I've been comparing these. The only thing that makes a difference here, the only thing that this one has, because everything else that you want to point to, like, oh, this is why this one is different, I could show you, no, that's not the case. The other ones have that as well. The only thing that you could point your finger on that this one has and the other ones don't is the Jews. Okay, this is just pure anti-Jewish hatred. All right, so let's go through everything, all the nonsense that she's saying line by line, and respond to it and see if we could make sense of all of this nonsense. Okay, so let's listen to this.
Do you guys realize that they've actually managed to dehumanize the Palestinian people? Like, you see the chopped off limbs, you see the parents holding their dead children, and you see kids dying from starvation, and you just...
That's, by the way, that's not dehumanization. Ignoring is bad, but I don't think you understand what dehumanization means. But it's not that. If you want to call something out as bad, do it, but use the right words.
You see the parents holding their dead children, and you see kids dying from starvation, and you just swipe away. Oh, just another day in Palestine. Just another genocide. Can't watch this anymore. That is...
At least they're posting pictures and videos about in Palestine. Yemen, I'm pretty sure on your feed you don't see once. I'm sure you haven't even seen a single video about Yemen.
It's so scary to see. I'm seeing less and less content, less and less people talking about Palestine and what's happening in Gaza. People are just swiping away. People don't care anymore. Like,
this, I mean, I hope people care about Gaza, but I hope people who care about Gaza, they don't get their information from you, because you are responsible for the horrible situation in Gaza. Lady, you are part of the problem. People in Palestine are suffering because of people like you. And I will explain why.
people are just going back to their regular programming, like back to Sephora, back to Starbucks, back to McDonald's. Like, this is not okay. This should not be normal. Like, we should not be okay with seeing dead children. We should not be okay with seeing people's limbs chopped off. We should
Agree.
not be okay with bombs being thrown for no reason.
Disagree. What are you talking? There bombs are being thrown for no reason. Oh yeah, I mean, they're Jews. They're just like, oh, civilians are there. Let's just throw some bombs on civilians in Gaza. Why are we doing that? Hey, why are we doing that? I mean, we don't need any reason. We're Jews. We're Jews. They're civilians. Do we need reasons? We just throw bombs on top of civilians just for the heck of it, like for no reason. I mean, even if you want to act like Israel is the evil one here, the evil side here, make it believable, because even evil people have reasons for why they do their evil things, right? Make your lies believable. They're just throwing bombs for no reason. They're just like I mean, have you heard about this thing, this thing that happened on October 7th? Have you already forgotten? I mean, she's talking about forgetting about Palestinians, but she's the one who seems to have been forgetting things. I mean, there was a reason. I mean, there's this thing that happened on this day. I think it was October 7th, right? I don't know if I'm right. Was it October 7th, 8, 6? I'm not sure. But there was an event. There was a genocide. There was an attempt at genocide that happened on October 7th. And I think this has something to do with that. I'm not very sure, but I think there is some reason behind all of this, everything that is happening. It's not just all random. I mean, I know you guys, might hate Jewish people, but I don't think Jewish people just throw bombs at just random places for no reason. But okay. Oh my God.
for no reason. And
No reason. It's amazing. It's amazing how she said, like, how come we are forgetting things? And right after she says that the bombardment is for no reason. How quickly do we forget October 7th? How quickly? From the person that is asking people not to forget. Anyways, guys, I see I got a lot of super chats and I will read them right after this video.
the last bit of land that they have left, they are just being bombed and killed, and Israel is just outright bluntly saying that they're committing this genocide. And we are
Wait, what? Wait.
outright bluntly saying that they're committing this genocide.
I think I'm mishearing this. I think I'm mishearing this. Did I? Guys, can you? I'm not going to react to this unless I'm sure I'm hearing what I'm hearing. Can you guys write in the live chat? Because I think, like, if I say what I'm hearing and if it's not that, that would be embarrassing.
Being bombed and killed.
Yeah, I'm not going to respond to that last bit of land they have left, okay? Guys, it's a war that needs to be complete. You go from north and you come all the way down and you try to take out Hamas from the entirety of that land. Like, obviously, you're not going to quit while you came all the way and you're almost finished and you quit right there. Like, that would make the whole thing for naught. That's insane. Obviously, you have to finish the mission. But the bit that I'm not understanding, if I heard correctly, is this last part. I hope she's not that insane.
They have left, they are just being bombed and killed, and Israel is just outright bluntly saying that they're committing this genocide. And
what? I don't think that's what she said. Did she say Israel is just bluntly saying that they're committing genocide? Is that what she said? I don't think that I think I'm mishearing
bluntly
this.
saying that they're committing this genocide.
Huh? Huh? Guys, did she just say that? No way she said that. But that's why I had to listen to it 100 times, because there's no way that she's this stupid. Alexandra is saying, yes, she said that Israel is outright saying it. No way she's that idiot. Oh, come on. No, come on. No. There's no way. I'm not gonna accept them being this stupid. Like, I wasn't saying it out loud because I was like hearing it. I'm like, there's no way. Like, I have seen stupid. I have seen so much. We have all seen stupid here together, okay? But not this. Not to this level. She's saying Israel itself is coming out and bluntly saying outright that, yes, we're committing genocide. She is saying that? No, come on. No way. We're mishearing this. Tell me we're mishearing this.
Bluntly saying that they're committing.
Okay, hold on.
They are just being bombed and killed, and Israel is just outright bluntly saying that they're committing this genocide. And we are slowly normalized, and we're.
Where did they say that? Holy, did I miss that? I mean, if they have done so, that would like close the case. I would like, okay, like I would be on your side. I'm like, they're saying it? Like, Israel came out and said that, yes, we're committing genocide. They confirmed this. So, okay, and okay, and this is not headline news. And the United States and everybody is like, oh yeah, okay, we're still allies with you. And there's no, like, what? The international courts, and they're not coming out and like, oh, we have the evidence, and like, what's your evidence? And like, oh, they just said it, they just admitted it. Are you okay, guys? Can you send me the link where Israel came out and confirmed? Because I assumed if Israel did this would be like a bombshell. Like, I think, like, if Israel just came out like, we have an announcement to make. We have, guys, is this for real? Imagine in a world that you live in Israel, just the Israeli government came out on the news and like they had the conference, like, this might be shocking to you, but we want to admit that we are actually committing genocide and we are proud of it, and this is what we're just doing, and you have to just deal with it, and our intention is genocide. I mean, what is the So is South Africa? How come South Africa is still looking for evidence? How come this is not part of South Africa's case? Because South Africa is trying to prove that Israel is committing genocide, and they forgot to put Israel's own admission, that they're committing genocide. And this lady thinks that Israel will admit that, and this will not be headline news everywhere. Guys, send me the news. Send me the link. Please help me out. Oh, Dolly is here. Dolly is going to be highlighting your comments. Thank you so much, Dolly. Holy crap, guys. Please tell me I have misunderstood this. I cannot believe that we live in this world that people are spreading lies like this. And how many views? Yeah, okay, 800,000 views. And how many likes again? I cannot take this. This is 257,000 likes. Can somebody please tell me that she's been called out for this insanity in the comments at least? No, okay. People are saying it's so heartbreaking. It's extremely heartbreaking what's going on in Palestine. Okay. No, okay. No, people are supporting her. Guys, can somebody tell me that I misunderstood her? Because there's no way that this level of insanity, this level of lies is getting this much support. This video is viral on TikTok. And she's saying that Israel is itself admitting that they're committing genocide. Not only she's spreading misinformation, she's so dumb that she doesn't understand the ramifications of such a thing. Do you know what the world would be like if Israel just came out and said that? Holy crap, this level of stupidity. How do we cure this? Like, I don't understand. How can we continue with this much nonsense being spread on social media? Help me out. Guys, if you have not liked the stream, I don't know why. I need help. This channel needs to get more views because there's too much stupidity out there. Holy crap. I mean, people are saying this is an outright lie. I mean, does that even need to be said? Do you guys, please tell me in my audience that you are at least smart enough to know that even if you're anti-Israeli, please, some anti-Israeli people, tell me that you're smart enough to know that we don't live in a world where Israel just came out and said, like, yes, we're committing genocide, and that was not like a bombshell news. That would, oh my God. God, this is so stupid. God, sometimes I lose hope. Okay, I got a lot of super chats, so let me just finish this video so we could get to the super chat.
Okay with it. This is so scary. Like, I'm working with HCI and
yeah, this is so scary that you with this level of stupidity get this many views and this much support.
I'm working with HCI and we have people that are actually,
yeah, Spacela is like, it would be on the news 24/7. It would be the headline of every freaking news. Every single news agency will start. I mean, at least the anti-Israeli people would be shouting that off the rooftops. How come you're the only anti-Israeli? Like, even Al Jazeera is not covering this. What are you talking about, lady? Oh my God. Like, this is an argument. Is Israel committing genocide or is it not committing genocide? This has been the major debate between the two sides. If Israel just admitted that, this wouldn't be a debate anymore. I would join your freaking side. Because here's the thing, guys. I say if there's any evidence that Israel is committing genocide, I will be condemning it, okay? I would be on if tomorrow Israeli government came out and said, like, yes, we actually are committing genocide intentionally, I will come and join you. Show me that Israel is saying that. Oh my God.
Like, I'm working with HCI and we have people that are actually stuck in Gaza and they're helping these Palestinian people during Ramadan to help prepare food and prep meals and make sure that the food gets to them. Like,
I should cry, guys. We should all cry for Palestinian people. If you are the defenders, like, seriously, please, people who support Israel, you have to also support Palestine. Okay? We have to support Palestine, because a lot of people who support Israel are sane, but a high percentage of Palestinian supporters are insane. And the people who support Palestine are the worst thing for Palestine. The Palestinian people are suffering a lot of the death and misery and hardship, and all these civilian casualties in Palestine are because of people like her, as because of the idiocy that these people are spreading. So I ask for people who support Israel, as I support Israel, to please come and replace these idiots that support Palestine, because we need to replace them. We can't only support Israel. Israel needs support, but Palestinian people need support as well. And we need to replace these idiots. We need to save Palestine from Hamas. We need to save Palestine from Hamas. We need to save Palestine from anti-Jewish hatred, because that's what's causing the Palestinian suffering. We need to save Palestine from this false hope that they could defeat Israel. We need to save Palestine from Islamism and radicalism. We need to be the better defenders of Palestine, because these people here, they have blood on their hand. We should shed tears for the Palestinian people, that these are their champions. The reason for the suffering of Palestinian people, the reason for all these children dying in Palestine, is because these are the people who are defending Palestine. We need to replace them. We need to be the champions of Palestine. We need to be pro-Israel and pro-Palestine and replace these idiots. Seriously, you don't need enemies if you have friends like this.
The other day, I just saw a post where they're opening their fast with grass soup. I can't even imagine losing your parents.
Because of you. Because of people like you. Because of people like you who encourage anti-Israeli hate and promote the idea that fighting against Israel is a just fight. That's why they're suffering.
Losing your children, still recovering from all the injuries, and some people that are still burnt, and opening your fast to grass. That is literally all they have left. So please, please, please keep.
If you're fasting under those conditions, then I don't know what to tell you. You're an idiot. You should be eating as any chance you get.
Them in your prayers. Please keep talking about.
By the way, may I do a public announcement regarding fasting? Don't fast. Don't do Islamic fasting. Islamic fasting is bad for you. Okay? Islamic fasting is horrible for your health. You know why? Because it's dry fasting. Okay? If people are talking about the benefits of fasting, they're talking about water fasting. There is no benefit for not drinking water from dawn to dusk. There's no benefit in that. Not drinking water is not good for you. Okay? If fasting is good for anybody, that's water fasting. That's when you don't eat food, but you do drink water. Okay? Not drinking water is horrible. It's horrible for your health. For that period of time, it's horrible. Do not do Islamic fasting. Drink water. Stay hydrated.
About them, share their stories, and please click the link in my bio so we can help get these meals and food.
Yeah, and don't fast, period, during a war. Yeah, exactly. Neither dry fasting or water fasting. Get as much calories as you can get.
And everything to them this Ramadan, because they need us the most right now, and this is Ramadan. Please, please, please keep them in your prayers.
And screw Ramadan. Holy frick cares about Ramadan? Why is Ramadan is relevant here? Okay? I don't understand why Ramadan is relevant here. Anyways, let's get to some super chats. Holy crap, you guys. That's a lot of super chats. Thank you so much. This is going to make it easy for us not to care about the goddamn demonetization. Okay? This is why we get to do these streams. Okay, so I don't know what your name is. I'm going to call you DRDL, okay? Thank you so much for the super chat saying Palestinians dehumanized themselves. It is really ironic that these activists... Okay, so Palestinians, I don't agree that the Palestinians dehumanize themselves. because we're talking, I don't even know what we mean by dehumanizing here, but Palestinian in general, if you make a statement about a large group of people, you could almost be guaranteed to be wrong unless what you're saying is the very definition of the group, that group of people, right? So if you say like Palestinians are, then the definition of Palestinian, that's the only time that you're correct. But Palestinians, we have so many different kinds of Palestinians, so we can't generalize them. But I don't even know what we mean by dehumanization here. Nobody is dehumanizing Palestinians, anyways. So it is really ironic that these activists would be the first to be targeted by Islamists because West bad. Yeah, I mean, that's true. That's true. This lady, oh, that would be, she would definitely be a very highly sought after hostage, for sure. Yeah, that's true. All right. Okay, so thank you so much. Give the gospel of Jesus just gave us what? Oh no, just told everybody to make sure that they like the stream. Like the stream. Wow, guys, this is an atheist channel, and Christians are telling you to like the stream. That's okay. That's a Christian is telling you to like the stream, and we might be doing something right or wrong. I don't know which one. Okay, but thank you so much for the support. But do like the stream. We do need the likes. Okay. I mean, thank you for the super chats, but you don't have to spend any money to be able to support this channel. Liking this chat, liking the stream on YouTube. I see like 300 people are watching on Twitter, and 167 are watching on YouTube. Guys, Twitter people, make sure you come on our YouTube channel and subscribe to Atheist Republic on YouTube as well. Thank you so much for watching. So many people on Twitter. Okay, so next super chat by, I'm just going to call you AU because I don't know how to read that. But thank you for the super chat, for the $2 super chat, saying uniform don't make you an expert in every war. Exactly. This is regarding the first video. So thank you for the super chat. And Renee, thank you so much for the $10 super chat, saying, Armin, what's the mechanism for how your videos get demonetized? Is it a lot of people complaining or some automatic thing? It's the words that we use at the title of the video. There's an algorithm, there's a voice detection, and if we say if we're talking about topics that are controversial, then that's what gets it set the initial demonetization. However, once I submit a review, we usually get the monetization back. The problem is that when we get the monetization back, that's a couple of days after the stream is over, and the stream already has gotten its views, so it's not going to make much of a difference. But yeah. So when I request a review, then this is just the algorithm just getting triggered by the word by the topic. But once I submit a review, a human actually comes and takes a look. And usually we get the monetization back by then, but by that time it's late. The Pink Shadow gave us 18 shekels. Well, thank you. Thank you for the super sticker. Let me actually unstar the ones that we just did. There we go. Oh, did I unstar one by mistake? Oh, no, I did not. Let me unstar this one. Okay. Again, I don't know how to read this. I'm just going to say BT gave us 10 euros. Thank you so much for the super chat, and saying, Armin, keep on rocking. Well, thank you. I will. And then AU gave us a $2 super chat. Sorry, guys, I suck at reading names, so I'm just going to do abbreviations. And then AU again is saying, the sad truth is no Jews, no news. The hate is deep. Exactly. It's very... and Rio is saying, proud of you standing up and speak the truth. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you, Andrea. And then saying, and Mono Logic for the $5 super chat, saying, I love how Armin hates lies and falsehood. I mean, shouldn't we all? I mean, you guys hate that as well, don't you? Like we all do. I hope so. And thank you, Dolly, for unstarring those. That's very helpful. Anyways, let's go to the next video. Let me remove this one. Let me see how many. So this one is done. Let me go to some with a lot of likes. This one. How much time do we have? So this one got 456. Let me do this one. Just bring this one up. 456,000 likes. I wonder why. But let me see the explanation for this one. This is video number 14. Let me go to the, okay, so saying Jewish doctor coming after a politician asking him to stop supporting Israel. So this is a Jewish doctor and people are protesting against him. Why? Is it just because he's Jewish? That's what gets you. Let me see, what TikTok account is this? Is it just because he's Jewish? Oh, I think he might be supporting Israel, not just Jewish. So this is the account MEDEAB. Oh, Benjamin. Yeah, MEDEA Benjamin. Okay, so this got. Oh, now it got. Wow, the likes have grown to 500,000 likes. 500,000 likes. How many views did this one get? I just want to see how much support exists for stuff like this. I almost swore. Yeah. Oh, this video is so old. Oh yeah, here. 3 million views. This video got 3 million views. Why is it so easy for these videos to go viral on TikTok? 3 million views. All this anti-Israel hate is getting so much views. So let's watch this all the way through and then we could comment on it.
I'm a Jewish doctor. I've been to Gaza. I saw what Israel has been doing in violation of all international law and human rights to Gaza for 16 years before I went there.
Let's go upstairs and chant, free, free the American hostages that were taken by the savages that attacked Israel and committed war crimes on October 7th.
Israel has killed 30,000 people. Is that not savage, sir? You're supporting genocide. There's a place for you in The Hague.
Wow. Okay, this got 3 million views and 500,000 people like this. This idiocy. The guy, you see how many seconds was this? 25 seconds. You see how easy it is to just spread nonsense and falsehood? It takes so much effort to try to show why all of these points are wrong, but it's just so easy to just say BS and just get it spread all over the internet. So let me see how we could dissect this. Okay, let's do this line by line. And also, I see we got a super chat. I will respond to them after I do this video.
I'm a Jewish doctor. I've been to Gaza.
I'm a Jewish doctor. I've been to Gaza. Okay, you being Jewish is irrelevant. You could be Jew or non-Jew, and your points are still nonsense.
I saw what Israel has been doing.
Okay, but why? I saw what Israel has been doing. The why part is important. Okay, the why and the goal.
In violation of all international.
In violation of all international law. All of them, really. Can you name me one? Look at this. In violation of all international law. In Gaza, or here's the thing. I do not claim that Israel has not violated international law in Gaza. Okay? I'm not going to make the claim. I am just a person who says that if you are making that claim, you need to back it up by evidence. Here's the thing. You have to speak about these things accurately. You have to be careful with your words. There is violations of international laws by certain soldiers or certain members of the military, and then there's systematic violations of international law ordered from the higher ups in a systematic way throughout your military. And then, so that's one, and then there's two. There's a major difference between these two, and then for each one of these, you need evidence. I'm going to make a claim. I bet you the first one does exist, and there are some Israeli soldiers that are violating international law within Gaza. Okay? I will claim that without evidence. Do you know how I can claim that? Because that happens in every war. Because no army is going to be able to control every freaking soldier. Of course, there are going to be soldiers that are bad actors. Every single war is going to have that. Okay? The question is that if it's being done systematically and ordered from the top, right? And for that, you need evidence. And you don't have evidence for that. And you will not be able to find that evidence because I will bet you that that's not happening. If there is any violations of international law, which I bet you there will be because it's war, some soldiers are not good, right? You have to show it to us with the evidence. And you don't have that. You don't have that. Guys, do you understand that this is a very important difference? Because I bet you at some point there are going to be evidence. They don't have any right now, but at some point there will be some evidence that, oh, this soldier here did something that they shouldn't have done, and that violates international law. Okay. In fact, I would be able to find examples of that better than these anti-Israeli people, right? But that doesn't tell you that Israel as a whole is violating international law. Because if you want to condemn the country as a whole, you have to show that the policy was to let that happen. And here's the thing, Israel is not doing that. Israel is does more than many other countries to try to stop these bad actors. Does more than many other countries. I could tell that when it comes to stopping bad actors, there are some countries that do better than Israel, for example, the United States, but Israel is pretty high up there when it comes to stopping their bad actors from doing what they're doing. Israel's pretty good. So you cannot condemn the entirety of the military. If you want to condemn violations of international laws, you have to condemn that specific soldier. But if you want to condemn the entirety of the operation of the military, you have to show much more evidence than examples here and there. But the interesting thing about this idiot doctor is that he's not even saying there was violations of international law, and he's claiming without evidence. He's also he wants to be extra insane. He wants to be extra stupid by saying there was a violation of all international law. Like basically, he's claiming that if you go look at international law and see every single thing that is, that they have there written as international law, in Gaza, Israel has somehow managed to violate every single one of them. Do you understand how insane that is? Do you understand that would be miracle? You need to have divine, godlike powers to be able to go through every single law that we have internationally and make sure that you violate every single one of them. Do you know that would be a miracle? That would be that Israel would have to be like a deity to be able to do that in Gaza. I'm pretty sure there will be some, even if Israel was pure evil, there will be some international law that they will not be able to get to when it comes to violating every single one of them. That is an insane claim. You guys are insane. You guys are just so over the top, and you just exaggerate. So look at how thirsty they are how eager they are to just exaggerate how evil Israel is. They just one up each other. They're just competing about who could say the most insane things about Israel, who could be more exaggerating, who could show Israel as being more evil. Then in this competition, in this virtue signaling competition, they say things that is so insane that I don't even know if they believe it. They're just words coming out of their mouth. They're like, how about you just go one extra? How about this? If you want a virtue signal and show that you're a better person because you're more anti-Israeli than the guy right next to you, right? How about you just say no, it's not just Israel is not just violating all international law. They're also violating every single criminal and civil, law and of every country known to man. And maybe if there are countries on other planets as well, if they have laws, Israel is violating those as well. And also, even small laws, like Israel is violating even traffic laws of every country. Israel is sending agents to every country around the world and driving and crossing red lights and just to making sure that they are in every country on this planet and making sure that every law that every country has on their books, they are violating those as well. In fact, the law is not enough. The law of the countries are not enough. They're even going to apartments and they're looking at the bylaws of those apartments and they're making sure that they're violating those as well. They're going, I don't know, maybe like in Mexico, they're going into this apartment and they're peeing in the pool just to make sure they violate the bylaws of that apartment as well. And anything that is written anywhere in the world as a law or a standard or a moral, rule or anything. They're just making sure they're Jews. They can't help it. They're going there and violating every single. How about that? Let's just keep going. Can you guys Can you guys do better than this? I don't understand. This is insane. This is so violation of all international laws. They also made sure to just write it on the screen just to make sure that we got that. This level of insanity, they also made sure that they write it on the screen just in case you didn't hear how stupid this doctor is.
Human rights to Gaza for
Yeah, I mean, even the laws of physics, yes, they are violating. They must be violating the laws of physics if they're this capable of violating every single international law. That's the only way you could do that, is to also violate the laws of
for
physics.
16 years before I went there.
Let's go upstairs and chant, free, free the American hostages that were taken by the savages that attacked Israel and committed war crimes on October 7th.
Israel has killed 30,000 people. Is that
Israel has not killed 30,000 people. Hamas has killed 30,000 people. Israel is trying to defend itself. Israel is trying to reduce the civilian casualties, but Hamas is making it impossible. Guys, do not shy away from how high this number is. This number is insanely high, and the murderer of every single one of these people is Hamas. Okay? Every time somebody's telling you how tragic the situation in Gaza is, make sure that you agree with them and tell them, this is why I condemn Hamas. The murderer of all these people that are dying in Gaza is Hamas, and also Islamic Jihad and the Islamic Republic of Iran. They are responsible. What's happening in Gaza is a humanitarian crisis. These people are the victims, but they are not the victims of Israel. They are the victims of Hamas, they're the victims of Islamic Jihad, and they are the victims of the Islamic Republic of Iran. Don't you forget that. Don't, as a way to, when you defend Israel, don't minimize the suffering of the people in Gaza. In fact, you should be the one that highlighting them. As a pro-Israeli, you should be first. You should be the first person. You shouldn't even let them to tell you about how bad the situation in Gaza is, because you should say it before them. And then you should condemn the right people for it. Agree with them when they say how horrible the situation in Gaza is. Agree with them and say, this is why. And then after that, you have to say, this is why we have to defeat Hamas. This is why we should not have ceasefire until we are sure that Hamas will not regain control over Gaza, for the sake of not just Israelis, but for the sake of Palestinians as well. Free Gaza from Hamas. Free Gaza from the Islamic Republic of Iran.
is that not savage, sir?
No, that is savage. What putting civilians in front of missiles to try to make the world anti-Israeli, more anti-Israeli, and to spread anti-Jewish hatred around the world, using your own civilians to do that? Yes, that is savage. What is not savage is Israel going above and beyond any country in the history of warfare in trying to reduce civilian casualties.
You're supporting genocide.
You are supporting genocide, you idiot. The act of genocide was what happened in October 7th. What's happening in Gaza is the response to an attempt of act of genocide. We say no to genocide. That's why we respond to acts of genocide. When somebody tries to do a genocide, you have to respond, and you have to respond strongly. When we say never again, we mean when somebody tries to do genocide, you have to show to the world that there will be a response. It deserves a response. That was October 7th was the genocide. Everything else is just a response to it.
There's a place for you in The Hague.
Yeah, show us evidence. Freaking moron. Anyways, let me do the super chats. Oh, sorry. Okay, Sean is saying, big Jewish secret, we just want to be left alone. Well, no, Wait, no, I thought you guys gonna have me in Israel. You're not gonna be left alone. I'm gonna come to Israel, and you guys gonna have me. No. Yeah, here's the thing. I know what you mean here, but this is an excuse for me to talk about this. Okay, Israel needs the world. Okay, Israel needs the world. Please do not. I notice some Israelis, because of how much anti-Jewish hatred. I do not blame them. I know, Sean, that's not what you're referring to, but I'm just using your super chat as an excuse to talk about this. Some Israeli people are completely dismissing the international image that Israel has and the view that non-Israelis have of Israel because of the level of anti-Jewish hatred that exists around the world. And because of how much people are turning against Israel, a lot of Israelis are like, you know what? Screw them. Screw the international community. We're just going to defend our country, and we're not going to care about what other people say about us. That is a mistake. That is a mistake. Israel cannot survive without the support of its allies. And Israel will lose the support of its allies if the people who vote for the politicians in their country turn against Israel. You cannot afford to lose this battle. This is an important battle. This is not, you cannot win your way out of this with just a military response. You need to win the media battle. But anyway, thanks for the super chat. This is why we don't get enough super chats. Instead of me just saying, just thank you so much for the support, I use your super chat as a way to make a rant. sorry, Sean. Anyways, we got another super sticker from Jewish Pirate. Oh wow, Jewish Pirate 699. Nice, Canadian dollars. Appreciate that. And AU again. I don't know how to. I wish Susie was here so she could read these for me. For the $5 super chat, saying thank you for giving these subjects a stage and discussing the complexity of reality. So important. Well, thank you. That's very kind. Sending love from Israel, Angie. Well, thank you, Angie. Thank you for the $5 super chat. All right. So I want to show one last thing for you. I'm supposed to end this here, but I cannot not share this with you guys. Okay? I have to share this with you guys. Let me actually bring up the photo. This is good. This is good. I'm very happy that I saw this because this is embarrassing. So, how many of you guys know Daniel Haqiqatjou? Daniel Haqiqatjou is one of the most famous Islamic YouTubers. Somebody with a big YouTube channel that promotes Islam and fights against Israel and infidels such as myself. And he's known for being the most logical one. Like, not like your Ali Dava and Muhammad Hijab and Small to Jannah. Those people are like with their idiotic takes that are easy to make fun of. This is supposed to be the guy that is like very, very smart and intelligent and just crushes people at debates. And people who watch my streams saw the last time I showed how idiotic one of his takes are and how we caught him in a lie. And I'm going to keep doing that because especially with Daniel Haqiqatjou, because I just want to show you the best they have and for you to see how stupid they are and for you to be sad for Palestinian people. Because again, these are their champions. These are the people the Palestinian people have as their defenders. And you should be crying tears of blood for Palestinians if these are the people who are defending them with this level of IQ. All right, so let's look at this. Let me show you the tweet. Okay, let's make this bigger. Is there any way to zoom in? Okay. So this is a video of Destiny. Destiny is one of the most popular political streamers on Twitch and YouTube, and he's a liberal, and he makes a lot of good points, and he's recently been debating people who are making idiotic points against Israel, and he's been doing very good in these debates. So, and he's famous for doing very good at debates. And he also debated Daniel Haqiqatjou at some point, right? And so this is a clip that Daniel Haqiqatjou decided to show us. And in this video, apparently Destiny admits that he's being paid by Zionists. You know the accusation that people make against us, that we're just the people who are like supporting Israel, we're just Zionist bootlickers, that was Jews are just giving us money, and that's the only reason why we come and defend Israel. So they found a clip of Destiny that shows that these allegations are true. So Daniel Haqiqatjou is quote tweeting this video and saying he openly admits being a cheap prostitute for hire, right? So Daniel Haqiqatjou thinks that he has a video that shows people like Destiny are actually admitting that they are getting paid for defending Israel. So we're going to watch that video that Daniel Haqiqatjou shared here in this tweet. And I just want to see if you guys notice something. And then I'm not going to tell you guys, but I want to just see if you are smarter than Daniel Haqiqatjou or not, okay? So this is the video that Daniel Haqiqatjou was sharing on that tweet. Do you guys saw this? Do you guys know what I'm about to show you guys? Because this is embarrassing. This is absolutely embarrassing. So look at this video from Dustin.
Did you really message Ben? What do you mean? Yeah, of course. Ever since I started the Israel-Palestine arc, I've got...
So Ben here means Ben Shapiro, okay? So let's watch it from the beginning.
Did you really message Ben? What do you mean? Yeah, of course. Ever since I started the Israel-Palestine arc, I've gotten so many connections. I've gotten like new payment processors. I get like a lot of... There's a lot of people that will, or there's like a lot of organizations that kind of like send me revenue and they shoot me like talking points or whatever, or they'll like recommend me like books. They don't like control what I see on stream, of course, but they'll like suggest like, hey, you should take a look at this. And then, you know, and then they also sound like a decent chunk of change. I was like, well, if you're going to pay me, you know, like 30,000 new shekels or whatever, why the fuck would I not take a look at the material that you want me to read and repeat on stream? And also part of this is connecting me to kind of like a network of, they call them the Jalumni. It's like alumni, but for Jews, I guess. And then in these Jalumnis, imagine you kind of have the, like the war room, okay? But it's not actually the war room. They call it the new Yeshuv on Discord. And in this Discord, there's a whole bunch of like really powerful Jewish people that I have access to if I want to chat with them about any particular issue. And Shapiro, obviously, and the other co-owner of the Daily Wire in there. And after my Candace Owens conversation, yeah, I reached in there. I was like, Ben, what the like, this lady is like slandering me on fucking Twitter. Can you do something about this? And he'll tap his Jewish contacts. He'll see how receptive I've been to some of the money that they kind of like funnel to me to like talking point shit related to Israel Palestine. And then he said, feels like I checked out. And then, yeah.
Okay. Imagine Daniel Haqiqatjou watching that. I'm thinking that Destiny is actually admitting that he's getting financially supported by Jews to say the things that he's saying. Remember that in the clip that we watched, he said Jalumni, which I think is alumni for Jews. Did you hear that part? Imagine Daniel Haqiqatjou hearing that part and thinking like, oh, yeah, this is all legit. Should I get that part again? Imagine the level of IQ. I want to see that Jalumni part again.
I guess. And then in these Jalumnis, imagine you...
Jews, alumni for Jalumnis. Okay. What? Hold on. I mean, this is obviously trolling. I will give you... Here's the thing. You could actually go watch the full context to figure out if this was trolling or if this was real. But even if you did it, which I will show you the context, because Daniel Haqiqatjou didn't bother not to like do some 5 seconds of research so that he doesn't embarrass himself. But even without research, I think this part should have been somewhat of a clue. Maybe if you're not, even if you're not, maybe there is something as a alumni, but shouldn't that make you skeptical a little bit? Look at this part. Like, is this not the part that makes it obvious that he's kidding? Hold on,
shekels or whatever. Why the fuck would I not take a look at the material that you want me to read and repeat on stream? And also part of this is connecting me to kind of like a network of, they call them the alumni. It's like alumni, but for Jews, I guess. And then
alumni. Guys, can I get connected to the alumni? Okay, but that should have been obviously the telltale sign that something is not right here. This is obviously trolling. Okay, but if you're too stupid not to realize that, then you could have actually gone not believe every clip that you see on the internet and gone and found the full context like I did, which is very easy, by the way. Here, let me go to this part.
Okay, real quick, I just want to, just so everybody knows exactly. Are you seeing the mass shooting in Russia right now? Do you mean the war? Did you really message Ben? What do you mean? Yeah, of course. Ever since I started the Israel-Palestine arc, I've gotten so many connections. I've gotten like new payment processors. I get like there's a lot of people there's a lot of organizations that kind of like send me revenue and they shoot me like talking points or whatever, or they'll like recommend me like books. They don't like control what I see on stream, of course, but they'll like suggest like, hey, you should take a look at this. And then, and then they also send like a decent chunk of change. I was like, well, if you're going to pay me, like 30,000 new shekels or whatever, why the fuck would I not take a look at the material that you want me to read and repeat on stream? And also part of this is connecting me to kind of like a network of, they call them the alumni. It's like alumni, but for Jews, I guess. And then in these alumni, imagine you kind of have the like the war room, okay? But it's not actually the war room. They call it the new Yeshuv on Discord. And in this Discord, there's a whole bunch of like really powerful Jewish people that I have access to if I want to chat with them about any particular issue. And Shapiro, obviously, and the other co-owner of the Daily Wire in there. And after my Candace Owens conversation, yeah, I reached in there. I was like, Ben, what the f? Like, this lady is like slandering me on fucking Twitter. Can you do something about this? And he'll tap his Jewish contacts. He'll see how receptive I've been to some of the money that they kind of like funneled to me to look at like the talking point shit related to Israel Palestine. And then he said, feels like I checked out. And then, yeah. Are we good? Is that enough for a clip? No, I didn't talk to anybody about Candace Owens, you retard. Why the f did I do that? No. Remember, it's not even that I don't.
See? He even said, is that good enough for a clip? And then he says, no. Like, it's so, this was publicly available. How do you not do 5 minutes of research? He said, this is obviously bait. And you were, how dumb that do you have to be for you to be fooled by this? Guys, again, Danny Haqiqatjou is supposed to be the smartest one of these Islamists on YouTube. And he fell for this. You know how easy it was for me to go find the full context? This is not a hidden video. This is a public stream. God, when I say we should be crying for the Palestinian people, I'm not exaggerating. You guys think I'm like just saying that to be like over the top? No, guys, this is serious. Like, the Palestinian people need our help. Look at their champions. Look, these are the people who are supporting them. These are the loudest people who are supporting them, and they're morons. This is why the Palestinian people are supporting them, because these are their champions. Again, I beg you, if you are pro-Israel, to please also be pro-Palestine. At the same time, I'm not saying this to just be ironic or anything. This is not a joke. This is serious. They need us. We need to be their voice as well, because they are suffering. Because of people like Daniel Haqiqatjou, who's spreading nonsense, and these people are insane, and they're being believed, and they're spreading lies, and they're spreading false hope for a victory that will never be achieved, and they're spreading, and after more than 70 years of saying what fighting Israel has gotten you. Look at what the other Arab countries that stopped fighting Israel, they're better off than you. Danny Haqiqatjou is not going to suffer when he's encouraging you to continue fighting. Mohammed Hijab is not going to suffer when he's encouraging you to continue fight. You are going to suffer. You will receive nothing from this fighting. You have to stop this. Stop hating Jews. Stop fighting Israel. You're making your own children die. Stop listening to these idiots. They're spreading false hope. There's nothing at the end of this fight for you. Nothing other than death and misery. Guys, if these are their champions, this is why they will be holding their dead children in their arms and crying over them, because these are their champions. I'm telling you, this is the reason. This false hope is the reason. All these lies are the reason. This is why this is not just a battle that with guns and bullets and tanks and bombs. This is a fight of ideas. We have to win this battle of ideas, and we have to reach not just the world. We have to find a way to reach Palestinians, because they are being lied to. I don't know how to figure out a way, because the only way out of this war is for one side to be convinced that there's no victory at the end of this fight. And I'm telling you, the Israeli side it's logical for the Israeli side not to be convinced of that, because they are capable at maybe achieving victory. Okay, so the only way is for the Palestinian side to be convinced that there is no victory in fighting this war, and there's only two ways to achieve that. One is to convince them, and if that doesn't work, the only way, unfortunately, I'm telling you this, okay, and this is very tragic, but the only other way for Palestinian people to be convinced that there's no victory at the end of this fight is for them to be completely defeated. And that will bring so much misery. So if you care for the Palestinian people, convince them, talk to them, convince them to give up fighting against Israel, because the only other alternative is for them to be shown that there is no other alternative. And showing that is very, very costly. Very, very costly. Okay. Anyways, that was a tragic end. Weasel with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat, saying, wish I had the clip of Destiny talking about Daniel giving him a Quran when they debated, and Destiny saying he threw it in the trash. It was funny. Wow, he said that? That's pretty base. That's pretty base. I love that. I should find that video. That's pretty cool. Somebody send that to me. That's amazing. Anyways, guys, if you want to debate me, and you don't, because I will crush you. Okay, I know why you don't want to debate me. I don't blame you. You guys are a bunch of cowards. Okay, you just go argue, you go spread your nonsense around the world and cause a lot of suffering. But when it comes to somebody seriously being able to push back, you guys are nowhere to be found, because you know you have nothing. You have nothing. But if you're brave enough to come and debate me, my DMs are open on Twitter. You could just search for my name here, Armin Navabi on Twitter. Not Atheist Republic, Armin Navabi on Twitter. If my DMs are open there, and you can message me, and I only respond to two kinds of people for debates: people who are anti-Israel and people who are pro-Islam. I'm not going to respond to people who want to come and share their ideas and we agree, or like, I'm not interested in people who I agree with. You have to be either pro-Islam or anti-Israel for me to do a debate with you. But if you realize that there is no way for you to come and win an argument with me, then I don't blame you. That's probably the right move. Also, by the way, there's 3 conditions for debating me. You need to have good internet connection, you need to have a good microphone, and you need to be able to know how to speak properly. Okay, if I don't understand what you're saying, or if you're just like just making, it's hard for me to follow a conversation with you, then that would not be a good show. So contact me on Twitter, and we could set up a debate. Anyways, guys, make sure you like the stream. Make sure that after the stream is over, you leave a comment under the show. because the comments really help grow this channel. Make sure you tell your friends and your enemies to come and subscribe to Atheist Republic YouTube channel. If you're watching this on Twitter, come over to YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't just subscribe, hit the bell notification. I think it's here. It's here, right? Because if you just subscribe, when we go live, YouTube might not tell you that we are live. You actually need to hit the bell notification so that YouTube tells you that we're live when we are live. Okay, so please do that. Thank you, everybody, and thanks for everybody who did super chat. Appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next show. Bye. And thanks, Dolly, for being here and highlighting your comments.